distinguished career to public service and security, currently serving in a critical role for the state of Telangana. His department is instrumental in setting and enforcing the, the brand marks for safety that defines our skylines. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the architect of many new safety initiatives and the principal authority guiding our pre-preparedness strategies in the face of urban growth. Please join me in extending a thunderous round of applause for Shri Vikram Singh Mann, IPS Director General Telangana Fire Disaster Response, Emergency and Civil Defense Department, Government of Telangana, with a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You should keep applauding for Sir till he gets onto the stage, please. Very warm welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. I can absolutely understand and empathize. It's almost 3:30 p.m. The session started somewhere around maybe 10 or 10:30, if I'm not wrong. So naturally, there's a human tendency to run out of steam and patience. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah, okay. Oh, we remove it. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I don't need this. Thank you. The lady who was just giving some introduction about me, it's nothing exceptional. I'm just one of the public servants among thousands of us doing our job to the best of our ability. With the topic of the new initiatives and challenges of safety in high-rise projects, I've been given this opportunity to speak a few words. And let me assure you, I'll stick to my timings, absolutely. I don't intend to drag on for a long time. Apart from today's forum, we'll definitely be in touch. We'll interact more often and in a much more productive manner as we go along this path. Shri Vijay Sai, President of NAREDCO Telangana chapter, all the office bearers of the Governing Council of NAREDCO, members, developers, investors, industry professionals, media members, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. I have been in this chair for just about 2 months. But when I was not in this particular post, still everybody of us can get a sense of what Hyderabad is going towards. As you drive down from the city per se, that is what you call the earlier core, as you drive down outside towards Gachibowli in these parts, whether it's the western part or the northern part, and to some extent even the southern parts, you find a sea change in the urban landscape, particularly in the last 20 years, and more so in the last about 10 years, I would say. The way things are growing, literally and figuratively. When I mean literally, yes, it is growing, and figuratively also it means it is growing. I come from North India. I have seen quite a bit of development in those parts of Gurugram, Noida, which I am sure most of you are familiar with. But the kind of development we are seeing now in Hyderabad and surroundings, that's mind-boggling, if I may say so. There are so many reasons behind that, so many factors, so many incentives, etc. I won't go into that, but it is extremely relevant and extremely heartening to know that we are on a very, very positive path. I just broken down my interaction with you in some topics. I just run through those. About new initiatives. When we, just before me, there were a couple of distinguished speakers. I happened to listen to them. They were mentioning about medical tourism, medical infrastructure, and the amount of work that needs to be done in that front and the scope we have for that. Yes, it is very important that we go in for all such new initiatives, which is the need of the hour. We have a lot of requirements also. At the same time, it has to be congruent with the regulatory frameworks. Anything that is done, it is not just about real estate sector. Anything that is done has to be guided by certain statutes, regulations, bylaws and guidelines. That is like sine qua non, you cannot help it. Now coming to the brass tacks of my conversation here, we happen to be one of the regulatory agencies. Regulation is not the correct word, it's more a licensing agency. We have other agencies like HMDA, we have Airport Authority, we have Pollution Control Board, Environment also chipping in. We all have a role to play in this in our respective areas. The bottom line is that we all have to work in sync with the sole and the only sole objective of seeing to it that the real estate sector keeps on kicking, moving ahead flawlessly and smoothly with the ultimate objective of bringing growth, development, affordability, and some peace to the common man as well. This specific topic speaks about high-rise buildings. After joining, I just happened to visit one mega city, that is Bombay, recently. And Bombay, as we know, is terribly cramped for space. You have two high-rises just about 3 meters apart also in Bombay. And those are going up to 90 floors, 95 floors also. Just to put the record straight for your information, some of you might be aware of it. Now in Hyderabad also, very soon, maybe in the next 3 to 4 years, we are going to have one high-rise that's going to touch 72 floors. Very recently, we've had a presentation in my office. We have given them the go-ahead. That is the kind of marvel we are going to see in the future. We have several high-rises which are of 40 stories, 45 stories, 50 stories. Now we are talking about 70 stories, which happens to be the highest in the entire South Asia. That is the kind of vision, that is the kind of challenge and the risk appetite. All of you, all the builders community, those who are participating now, present, who are not even here, that is the kind of appetite you are showing, and which is a very heartening and a welcome thing. Particularly in a city like Hyderabad and surroundings, which has enormous potential to absorb much